Hello learners, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to make a project on Parkinson's disease detection. So here we are utilizing Oxford Parkinson's disease dataset, which is composed of a range of biomedical voice measurements from 31 people, where 23 are suffering from Parkinson's disease, where each column in the dataset is a particular voice measure and each row corresponds one of the 195 voice recordings from these many individuals. The main aim of the data is to discriminate healthy people from those with Parkinson's disease. So we have a status column in which we have 0 value for healthy people and 1 for Parkinson's disease affected people. So let's know the characteristics of the dataset first. So as described in the text file of this dataset, we have a dataset which is multivariate and it's real data. Our aim is to do the classification task. So our first task is to import the libraries which are required to understand to look at the dataset. So let's import pandas. We will be needing other libraries such as NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn and sklearn to do the machine learning task. So after importing all the libraries, let's upload the data in here in this Colab notebook. This is Parkinson's.data. Okay. So we are uploading that data in here. It's getting uploaded. Now data is uploaded. So to read the data set, we will write pd.read_csv. Now our data set is uploaded. Here we will check few rows of our data set. So after printing the head 5 rows of our data set, let's understand what each column represents. So first column is the patient name. Second column represents average vocal fundamental frequency. FHI and FLO are the maximum and minimum vocal fundamental frequencies. Values from MDVP jitter to DDP jitter represents measures of variations in fundamental frequency, whereas the shimmer values which are here, which represents the variation in amplitude. So these are the measurements of the variations in amplitude, whereas NHR and HNR are the two measures of ratio of noise to the tonal components in the voice. So these represents what is the ratio of noise to the tonal components. So here we have two type of values in the status column. One represents the health status of the patient who is suffering from Parkinson's disease, whereas 0 represents people who are healthy in nature. RPDE and D2 are two non-linear dynamical complexity measures, whereas DFA is a signal fractional scaling components, and spread 1 and spread 2 and PPE, these are three non-linear measures of fundamental frequency variation. So we have these many columns which represents various attributes of voice of different patients. So here what we are going to do is to detect the Parkinson's affected patients from those who are healthy. Basically the patient who is affected with Parkinson's disease, they usually forget things. So they forget, they can even forget their names. So let's identify those people using this data set. Okay, let's check the shape of our data. So we have 195 rows and 24 columns. Now let's do exploratory data analysis in our project. So let's write a heading. So first we will check under this how many values which are null. So this will print the columns which are having null values. So it has printing that there is no column which is having null values, because all the values are, if we sum the values then it is 0. Otherwise we should be having some data in here. So let's run the other command df.describe. So it shows all the statistical count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, max and interquartile ranges of the dataset, which is the average vocal fundamental frequency. So in on average, the vocal frequency is minimum 88 and maximum 260 Hz. So let's also check the value of NHR and HNR. The minimum value of NHR is 0.000650, and whereas for maximum value it is 0.31. And the status, we have maximum values as 0, minimum value as 0. This is the min value. So we have minimum value as 0 and maximum value as 1. Okay, similarly we have other attributes and their statistics. So what is the way to check how many columns and their names in here? So we can check df dot columns, it will print. So these are all the columns in the data set.
So this completes our exploratory data analysis. So next step is data visualization. So we will be adding next video on data visualization for Parkinson's disease detection to get the better insights on the data set. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel so that you will get the easy updates for our coming videos. Thank you.